Dragon Ball Super Episode 70 is now officially in the history books, and today, guys, we're going to go on ahead and dive into Dragon Ball Super Episode 71 in order to better understand what's going to be expected from this episode. Now, keep in mind, once again, guys, that this is going to be an opinionated video, so if you guys have any sort of predictions to share, drop your thoughts down below. Now, first things first, looking at the episode title for next week, Dragon Ball Super Episode 71, The Death of Goku, the Guaranteed Assassination Mission. Now, there is no question mark in this title hinting that Goku may or may not die. In fact, we see an exclamation point, in which case we have to indicate that yes, Goku is going to die, hence by the title, The Death of Goku, the Guaranteed Assassination Mission, performed by the legendary assassin from Universe 6, Hit. Now, the first thing I also want to point out here is the fact that we get to see 3 brand new characters during this preview. Now, these 3 characters, again, could be minor characters, they could be background characters. However, something tells me that these characters shown in this preview may play a role into why Hit is after Goku. Now, keep in mind, during this episode preview, before Hit gets to Earth, we get to see somewhat of like a palace or a city behind Hit every single time we see him leaving the frame, or at least, especially towards the very end of the preview, we get to see Hit standing outside, and it looks to be raining, and we see something in the background. We see a city in the background. We don't know where that is, we don't know what that is, but these 3 characters could play a huge role into wanting Goku dead. Again, these could either A, be minor characters, or B, they could be the primary subjects of wanting Goku dead. Now, you also have to ask yourself, if by some chance these 3 characters shown are a part of some sort of mob, or a part of some sort of coalition to destroy Son Goku, you have to ask yourself as to why they're doing that. Why are they featured and showcased here exactly, and why do they want Goku dead to begin with? How do they know about Hit? It's all a mystery, but I do believe that in some way, shape, or form, these 3 characters have to be connected to Hit's assassination attempt on Goku. Now, going back to the episode title, The Death of Goku, we do realize that Goku may, in fact, about 99% sure he may die, because we see Gohan, we see Piccolo, and we see Goten all express shocking concerns on their faces. As we see Goten begin to cry, we see Gohan who's in shock, and we see Piccolo who's also in shock after having to look at Goku's lifeless body on the ground. Now, there is no indication nor evidence to support the idea that Goku is faking this. There is no evidence to support the idea that Goku is simply paralyzed or knocked out, because we see Gohan touching Goku's lifeless body on the ground. So this right here could mean that Goku does die. So I am predicting, as alongside I want you guys to share your predictions as well, that Goku is in fact going to die. Even in the episode preview, we see how Goku says, it looks like I just may actually die this time, because the person who wants me dead keeps getting closer and closer, and Goku knows that he's there, but Goku can't seem to figure out where he is. Goku can't seem to figure out where this person is, and we see Hit show up out of nowhere behind Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and he does something to him that causes Goku to go down on the ground, presumably enough killing him. Now, one or 2 scenarios may happen here. Either A, Goku is going to remain dead throughout the entire duration of this arc, or Goku is going to come back via Dragon Balls, or something else is going to happen to him, which is going to cause Goku to come back and have one last fight against Hit, because so far, it doesn't seem like Goku's going to have any sort of competitive one-on-one match against Hit at all. We see so far that Hit shows up behind Goku, and then all of a sudden, we pan on over to the next frame, and Goku's down on the ground. So especially considering the fact that how strong Goku has gotten since his battle with Goku Black, since his battle with Zamasu, you would assume that Goku would have enough strength to take down someone like Hit, but in fact, we don't know if Hit was able to improve his time skip even more. We don't know if he possesses any other ability that can allow him to attack someone invisibly. We don't know that yet, but we do know that Goku's on the ground, and everyone who spots Goku's body is in complete shock. But needless to say, even looking at the beginning of the episode, I am predicting that the beginning of episode 71 is going to feature Goku, his sons, everyone going about trying to buy groceries, as we saw, very subtle until towards the very end where Goku's going to die. So I am predicting that Goku is going to be killed off towards the end of the episode, and maybe towards the early beginning, we're going to get to see Hit talk to these people, or even perhaps Hit is talking to someone who may be behind all of this, and he gets the reward, he gets the job details, and he's going to go on ahead and head off towards Earth to find Goku. So early in the beginning, I do think that this is all going to play very well into the story, with Goku having to be caught unsuspectingly just going about, you know, buying groceries and milk and eggs and bread and all that kind of stuff, and we're going to get to see Hit, and we see Hit amongst the people, so he's obviously there, so maybe he wants to scope Goku out. Obviously enough, these are no tournament rules, these are played by no rules, we're going to have no rules going into this, so we see how Hit is very mellow. There is no rush for him to get anywhere, because he is an assassin, he's a hitman. Hitman move in silence, so I do believe that during the early beginning, Goku's going to get wind mind that something is wrong until, of course, he goes towards the mountain area, and then that's when we see Goku die. In the meantime, however, I do want to talk about the possibility of Hit having to improve by himself. Now, we saw during the Universal God of Destruction tournament where Hit was able to improve and feed off of Goku every single time Goku attacked. However, is it possible that Hit also could have improved by himself? Given the fact that quite some time has passed since the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, it's pretty certain as of right now that maybe Hit has improved by himself, gradually being able to increase his own power. Now again, there is no evidence to support that, but I do think that's the case, especially having to fight Super Saiyan Blue Goku, someone who's gotten a huge Zenkai boost off of fighting Black and Zamasu. Having to pair these two up right now, it doesn't look like Hit should be able to even compare with Goku. However, he does do and pull off a few things in order to bring Goku down. Now, if Goku does die, how exactly will he be brought back to life? Are any of the gods going to have any say in this? Are we going to see the Dragon Balls be put to use? Who's to really say for sure? But if this is actually going to be a confirmation to where Goku gets killed off during battle, it'll be the first time that Goku has ever died without sacrificing himself, because the last two times he has died was with Raditz and Cell in Dragon Ball Z, and that was because he sacrificed his own life to protect the people that he loves. So having to go back and even looking at the beginning of the episode preview, we get to see that Hit is standing somewhere that doesn't seem to be Earth. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you look at his surroundings, we see like we have like these pillars that have like these spikes coming out of it, and we see Hit looking out in the distance, and it's lightning, there's rain going on, and even towards the very end of the trailer, we get to see how it's a connection. We see how Hit is standing outside once again next to those pillars and stuff, and we get to see how there's something in the distance. So I do think that, in my humble opinion, Hit isn't going to be on Earth, but instead it looks like Hit is going to be somewhere else before he gets to Earth. So this might be the actual place where he gets his orders to kill Goku, because the obvious title is the Guaranteed Assassination Mission. So Hit is going to guarantee the assassination of Goku. Now, and there's one other thing I want to point out here. If in fact one of the three people that is being seen, especially towards the end, is we see like this fat blue character, and he seems to be laughing, and again, it could be nothing, but I also think that he may play a role in this. Now, I don't really think that this person is any sort of like god hierarchy. I don't think this dude has anything to do with Kais. I don't think he has any sort of involvement with Kais, with any of that. So if anything, we might be witnessing our first look as to who Hit's bosses are, because again, they might be the ones responsible for giving Hit somewhat of a reward. But I think next week's episode is going to be the start of something grim, because with the main character taken out of the equation, you have to ask yourself, it's like, where does the show go from here? How are you going to have anyone, you know, take the role of Goku, or at least replace Goku as that main hero? So a lot of people want to say that maybe this is going to be Gohan's time to shine. Maybe this is going to give Gohan somewhat of a reason to get in there and avenge his father. But again, Goten, Gohan, and Trunks, how are they supposed to do anything, you know, going up against someone like Hit? Hit is a character where you can't take him lightly, because if you do, he's gonna destroy you. He's gonna completely annihilate you. So having to pit Gohan up against Hit, or having to put Piccolo against Hit, or any of that, these guys aren't going to stand a single chance. So I think that towards the very end, we might see Vegeta, we might see Hit fight someone else aside from Goku or anyone else, because since Goku's dead, who else is there? We have Vegeta. So I think that, in my humble opinion, we're going to see the absolute death of Goku going into next week's episode. And I think that the other person that might take the role of Goku, or at least to, you know, be put in his place to where he's going to fight Hit, is going to be Vegeta. So comment down below, guys, what do you guys believe is going on here? Do you guys believe the three laughing characters in the background are in fact Hit's bosses? Do you think they're going to have any sort of involvement with Hit at all? And what are your overall thoughts on Goku just being killed off, and we see Goten and everyone else crying before his very eyes, because we see how Goku's laid on the ground? So what do you guys believe is going on here? And do you guys believe that Hit was actually somewhere else aside from Earth first, to where he made his way towards Earth to kill Goku? Comment down below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome daily content, guys. If you guys cannot wait for Dragon Ball Super Episode 71, punch that like button square in the face, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Tune in for the next video. Again, this is going to be a situation to where I believe at least someone else is going to be forced in to step in and avenge Goku. Now, we do know that Vegeta, as much as he hates Goku, he needs Goku to get stronger. So this might give Vegeta a reason to go up against Hit and just, you know, having to avenge Goku. Even though Vegeta could really care less, he still needs someone to, you know, measure up to from time to time. So I think that Vegeta is definitely going to fight Hit without a shadow of a doubt. We're definitely going to see that rematch. And the fact that Hit knocked out Vegeta in front of everyone says a lot too. And plus, during Dragon Ball Super episode 70, we saw how Piccolo was talking to Gohan, and he told Gohan right before he went up to bat, he told him, you weren't there during the Universal Tournament, so you don't know how these fighters are like. So maybe when Gohan's there, Piccolo can inform Gohan about who Hit is, and he can talk to Gohan about how Hit is able to time skip and how he was able to give his father, you know, an incredible battle on the Universal stage before, you know, the end results. So I think that more so now than ever, we might see Gohan do something, but don't expect anything significant. Don't expect Gohan to get in there and start, you know, committing some sort of like Smash Mouth like technique to where he beats Hit. It's not going to happen. So I'm prognosticating that now. I'm predicting that now, that Gohan is not going to become a Super Saiyan God. Gohan is not going to have any sort of crazy power increase. If Gohan fights, Gohan dies. If Piccolo fights, Piccolo dies. If Goten fights, Goten dies. If Trunks fights, Trunks dies. If Vegeta fights, I think that Vegeta would have a chance. However, people out there who hate Vegeta want to bash Vegeta and say that there's going to be no sort of difference from their first battle up until their second battle. So I think that next week, guys, it's going to be the setup. If Goku dies, that will be the massive setup needed to go into the next arc. So the next arc is going to begin next week, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Once again, God bless you all. Tune in for the next video, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, guys. Peace.